Okay, Kevin, what are the models saying?
Okay, yeah. So everybody's getting all excited about the GFS model because it's the one that's going snow. So
Oh my gosh.
now, the Euro model, by contrast, for the most part, is going what snow? I don't see any snow. What are you talking about snow? Why are you talking about snow? What is the snow? So, like, the Canadian model, though, being a little more generous, some of the other models are a little more short term, so we won't have those until we get closer. But here's what the GFS model is doing. So we've got the run from earlier this morning, kind of overnight. And I mean, as you go through, this is the 7th. Here's the 8th. There's the 9th. So, I mean, there's a few waves of snow, pretty generous with the snow. Then you move over to the next one, which was this morning about 7 a.m., that run. And then you get into the 8th here, and then the 9th. And, you know, so again, pretty generous with it. But then you get into the latest run, and it's a little more stingy with it. So here's what it gives us. You get maybe one good kind of wave, and this is almost a wintry mix, not even snow at this point, on the afternoon of the 9th, but much more stingy with our area of snow. So again, it keeps going back and forth. A lot of these pages are giving you one screenshot, right? One picture, one image of one point in time. They're not looking at the overall trends. I think there's one page that's like posting one at like he'll look at 4 models, but he's posting one at a time, and so it's hard to follow kind of the overall thought. We have to look at all of this, and these models, they keep going back and forth and here and there. We're just now getting into the 7-day forecast. The other thing too, what's been 2 factors that have been consistent here. One is that the most of the moisture is going to be south of us. That's a given. That's been consistent this whole time. That could still change. I mean, we could see the track of this disturbance go farther north, and that would give us a lot more moisture to work with. The other thing that's been really consistent, and this is sometimes why it's hard to get snow in North Texas anyway, is that we have all of this dry air. The cold air we usually get is dry air coming off the Rocky Mountains, right? So even if there's snow way up high, it may not necessarily make it to the ground. So there's so many kind of sensitive, the variables with winter storms are so much more sensitive. That's why winter weather is hard to predict. They're so sensitive. You can take a small variation either way to make a big difference. So we're still too far out to really say anything. I will have a forecast in the morning that will include the 8th, and then tomorrow evening we'll start including the 9th in the forecast. So we're starting to get to where this is in the far end of the 7-day forecast, but we're still watching, okay? I mean, people on social media are getting excited about one view, but this is why you kind of have to watch those trends and, kind of look at the bigger picture. So I'm going to keep watching this, and of course I will let you know as things evolve.
So I'm not going to get snow.
You might.
Ooh,
There's a
goody.
chance, but calm down.